Hello, my name is Gemma. I'm a criminologist and a advanced occultist and a mummy of two. So I wanted to talk about something really different now, and I want to talk about 8D beings, like 9Ds, and like just go through this how I can understand it in the way I see it, right? And how to get to like heaven, I guess. And it's not necessarily it's an underpinning of understanding my own understanding of this. So I'm going to go like understanding the Tory, okay? This is how I understand going to heaven aspect. And this is how I can see how it makes sense. So I'm going to explain it like this. So we all have a Tory. We all have an energy field. And this is how I'm going to underpin this as an Earth's structure, a dimensional space from an Earth perspective where it has its own Tory, right? Torah. Right, it's a Tory. And this is how I'm going to underpin this, is that when you get to the top, it's almost like that is the Tory at the top. And we can understand this as our crown. So Earth has one. And this is how I'm going to underpin heaven. And that's it. So it's almost like when we leave this plane, we go up and back down again, and we rise, and our souls takes us up, and then we come back down again through that system. And it's almost like that's how I've seen this spiritually, how I can understand this from an individual perspective, from our own energy signatures. So we're all in this together. And it's almost like if you don't go back up and through that process to go back down again, you lose your light. That's why they say, go to the light, you know. And it's like if you stay down and try and enter bodies and stay down and don't go pass over properly, you gradually lose your light. And this is how I can understand this. And I don't know if it's possible, but you can possibly go through, you know, maybe back into incarnations like that, I guess. You might skip that process and you can lose your light by doing this. This is my theory. I don't know if it's true because I'm not dead yet, and I can't remember coming back through like that. I just remember coming through a void space. But then I obviously came out of a void space. So, you know, you can have different underpinnings, different theories, and this is just mine. And I think we can lose our lights, our light body. So like if I rip my skin off, then like we would see a light body underneath. And it's almost like we wouldn't have our light bodies intact if we didn't do that process. And that's what it feels like to me. And I don't know if this makes any sense to anybody else. If you do like it, so then I can see if I actually have it right. But this is how I understand this. It's almost like we have to go through that process of reincarnation to gain our light back. And we do this through the Earth's energy field. And this is what I believe. And I think that's how it works anyway. I am an occultist, and this is my theory on coming back through, and if you lose your light and why this may be, might be why you're losing your light and you don't have the light inside you. It's because you haven't gone through that process to be able to reach that space. Okay? or you might have gone one way, or you might not have done it and just fell back through in a different way. And if you did that, then you can lose your light. And over time, and I do think that might be what's going on. And we need to think about this, because we still have a signature, a spiritual body, because I believe when we pass over, we still have it intact. I think we still have a consciousness. I think it just goes with our spirit. And I think it's about going through that process to rise back to an earth concept of a crown, and then to fall back down again. And then our lights are intact. Our light body will be intact when we go down. And if we don't, it will just be like what it was. And then eventually it will just lose itself. So you'd always need to fall back through properly, so that you don't lose your light, and you then don't go around trying to steal other people's lights because you didn't fall back through reincarnation properly. See what I'm saying? I'm Gemma Haley. I'm an occultist, mommy of two, and a criminologist. Take care.